everyone, it's Jeanette here from Enthusiastic Gardener, and today we are going to talk about the Chelsea chop. Now the Chelsea chop is so called because you do it around the time of the Chelsea Flower Show, which has not happened this year because of lockdown, as you know. The Chelsea Flower Show is the big flower show in England that happens at the end of May. So let's show you an example. I have a plant called Cephalaria here. This is it here. It's a great big bushy plant. It's not my most favourite of plants, and it's not, or I don't think, the most attractive. The flowers, I'll show a picture on the screen, the flowers are not overly dynamic or anything. It's grown this much. If I bend this down slightly, it's only got, or only going to have, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not enough impact. So if I cut this down, right down now, I'm going to cut it to there, cut it all off. Instead of flowering when it was going to flower, it will flower a bit later, but hopefully it will now have side shoots which will produce more flowers. You can go through as well, which I'm going to do, any kind of big leggy stems, just chopping them off. So this is what is known as the Chelsea chop, and it's for plants that have not yet flowered. A little bit later in the year, kind of end of June, you can do what they call the Hampton Hack, which is the same sort of thing, and the Hampton is named after the Hampton Court Flower Show. So that is the Chelsea chop on this plant. Let's go and have a look at another plant. So this one here is a beautiful plant. It's called a sedum. It's a Sedum Autumn Joy, and as its name suggests, it will flower in the autumn. Beautiful purpley colours, lovely. So if I was to do the Chelsea chop on this, what I would do is selectively choose every other one to cut down, and then what that would do is the ones that were going to flower will still flower, and the ones that I'd cut down, they will flower still, but maybe 2 weeks later, and then the flowering life is just extended. So I'm going to do the Chelsea chop on this one, and so I am picking every other one and I'm going to cut it down, just every other one, cut it down a few leaves or so. Try and keep the shape. Now you can do this Chelsea chop to any perennial that hasn't yet flowered. It's very good for those plants which they're going to be leggy and they're going to topple over. I think you can see there that I've taken off this one, I've taken off this one, I've taken off this one, etc, etc, and these are the ones that I've left on. And of course you can save these cuttings because you can root these. Take off the bottom leaves like that. Where you see a leaf node, the bumpy bit, just cut below a leaf node. We'll even take that one off as well. You want as little leaves as possible. You want it to give its energy into forming roots. So we've got a couple of little cuttings there. We can put them in one pot, one in each corner, and we can do one in the middle, and we'll see what happens. I mean, if nothing happens, well, I haven't lost a single thing. Now the other thing that I really need to tackle is not exactly the Chelsea chop, because as I mentioned, the Chelsea chop is for something that has not yet flowered. This osteospermum is in full flower, as you can see, and it has been and still is glorious. But A lot of it, such as this big bunch here, is just dead. And whereas in the beginning, the plant kind of covers up the dead growth, so you don't need to dead head, what it does, it will flower, and then a new lot of flowers will grow, flower in front of it and hide the dead flowers. I could go through and I could deadhead these, and they are everywhere. They're all along. I could spend my time deadheading, and then tomorrow or a couple of days later there will be loads more. So the best thing to do is to chop it all off, and that is what we are going to do now. I'm literally getting my shears and I'm just going in, chopping it all back. Actually quite satisfying. The other thing I'm going to do, you can see I've already got a plant support there, but I'm going to move it if I can get it out. Oh my goodness, no I can't. I'm going to move it all back a bit, try and get one. In here, and I'm going to put plant support here as well. And try and push this bit back here, push it under, that's it. Marvellous. There we are, I've pushed it all back behind the new supports so it's not tumbling over anymore. Does it look better than it did? Probably not. But will it look better than it would have done in a couple of weeks' time? Yes, it will. Because at the moment, it's, well, you can see what it looks like. But these will start going towards the sun again. Mark my words, you will be surprised. I will give you an update. In 2 or 3 weeks' time, there will be flowers again. Now there is another plant which I need to do the exact same thing with, and I've got to be careful with this one. Let me show you. So this is the area which is underneath my lilac, and it's the area where I merged the white ospeospermums with the yellows. And as you can see, the same thing. It's all dying back. The only thing is with this one I can't just happily hack away because I planted a new clematis. This is a clematis climbing up, so I've got to be very careful that I don't chop off my clematis. So I'm going to do that very quickly. I won't show you that process because it's exactly the same as what you've just seen, so I will just show you the finished article. So I've done this one, and does this one look better? No, let's be honest, no, it looks a mess. Tired old mess. But beauty is not instant, and we will give it time, couple of weeks. We will see what happens, and I will show you. Rome was not built in a day. It just had a little bit of a facelift, and if I was to have a facelift, no comments please, it would take a few weeks for my face to settle back down again. But If all goes wrong, it's a lesson learned. We will get rid of them and we will put something more beautiful in. So it doesn't matter. That's what gardening is, learning from mistakes, which I hope this is not a mistake, but that's, you get my drift. Anyway, thank you for watching. This has been the Chelsea Chop, stroke the Hampton Hack, stroke the enthusiastic, let me think, I've got it, the enthusiastic elbow. My new name. Anyway, thank you for joining me, thank you for watching. As always, I'm Jeanette, I am the enthusiastic gardener, and I will see you again very, very soon. Bye!